You can't just claim that dock like it's yours." That was the very first thing she yelled at me before I even knew who she was. I hadn't even finished setting down my moving boxes when she stormed across my yard like she ran the entire neighborhood, barking about rules and rights. No greeting, no handshake, nothing, just raw entitlement, as if my land was some kind of community playground she needed to defend. And the little entourage she dragged along, clipboard and all, only made it weirder. Tell me in the comments if you've ever had someone like that show up the day you move in. I'd bought this lakeside cabin to escape the endless corporate grind that had been crushing me for years. At 38, burned out from overseeing shipping logistics, I just wanted a quiet retreat for weekends. The realtor showed me this place one crisp Tuesday afternoon in September, and I knew right away it was exactly what I needed. Weathered cedar siding, a stone fireplace, and best of all, a wooden pier stretching 50 feet out into the sparkling waters of Lake Harrison. The paperwork was clean, the inspection went smooth, and I closed the deal with my retirement savings just 3 weeks later. For once, it felt like I'd made the right call. Moving day kicked off early around 7 a.m. The air smelled like pine and fresh lake water, nothing like the stale office air I'd been used to. I hauled my first load of boxes inside, already feeling lighter when I noticed voices near the dock. Looking out the kitchen window, I saw 3 figures striding down my pier as though it belonged to them. Leading the charge was a woman in her 50s, hair perfectly styled, waving a stack of laminated papers as she pointed at the water. A heavier guy in khakis and a polo followed close behind, scribbling smugly in a notepad. A third person trailed them too far back to make out clearly. At first, I figured maybe it was just neighbors dropping by to say hello. But something about the way they carried themselves screamed this wasn't friendly. I stepped outside, still in my old moving clothes, bracing for whatever this was. The woman zeroed in on me instantly and marched up the hill, with a purposeful stride that radiated trouble. "So you're the new owner," she announced, her tone leaving no room for doubt that this wasn't going to be a warm welcome. "I'm Victoria Hale, president of the Lakeview Shores HOA, and we need to talk about your dock immediately." The smug man introduced himself as Clark Benson, apparently the HOA's enforcement officer and the